Up on Clyde's makeshift tower, the New Kids crew watches Princess Kenny clutch the stick while the Taco Task Force circles. Break the rule and win. Keep it and lose everything. This is the moment where a playground story collides with a cover story. To understand why a twig nearly ended South Park, we follow one timeline. The New Kids. No cutaways, no outside episodes, just what the game shows. Day by day, friend by friend, as a cover story, a green ooze and a power grab spiral together. It all starts when a new kid moves in and gets one mandate from his parents.
Get outside and play, son. Like normal kids.
Go outside and make friends. 2 streets later, Butters is under siege by a pointy-eared rival. We step in and Butters, relieved, leads us to Cartman's backyard kingdom, the Kingdom of Cooper Keep, KKK. Because Cartman names things.
Oh, who's your new friend, Eric?
Shut up, Mom. Not now.
Cartman dubs us douchebag no matter what name we try, and hands us a choice: fighter, mage, thief, or Jew. We pick, grab a bargain bin weapon, and duel Clyde for initiation.
Oh, hell yeah, Clyde's your bitch.
Then Cartman unveils the prize: the Stick of Truth, a literal twig with all the pretend power in the universe. That's when the elves raid. Kids in cardboard armour charge through sprinklers and lawn furniture. We scramble across yard battlements, repel a few skirmishes, but the elves get the stick. Cartman blames Clyde for failing his one job and banishes him.
That was your one goddamn job, Clyde! To guard the Stick of fucking Truth!
The quest begins. Recruit 3 warriors, Tweak, Token and Craig, to rebuild Cooper Keep's strength. Tweak's terms come first. He's jittering at Tweak Brothers Coffee, saying his dad needs a delivery picked up from a garage that definitely isn't a coffee supplier. We retrieve a package under mild neighbourhood resistance, return it, and Tweak signs on. 1 down. Token is behind a gated mansion with a very real security guard who doesn't play pretend. After a scuffle and some tactical creativity, the gate problems become a past tense. Token respects the effort and joins the cause. 2 down. Craig is stuck in detention. That means a trip to South Park Elementary, where Ginger Hall monitors enforce rules with whistles and citations that somehow hurt.
But school is out, and no students allowed on the premises until tomorrow at 7:30 a.m.
We navigate corridors, snag a key or 2, and stage a rescue. Craig steps out, cool as ever, and the party of 3 is complete. With the crew assembled, Cartman gets word. The Bard has the stick. The Bard is Jimmy, level 10, armed with songs, limericks, and a speech impediment that turns every taunt into a tempo trap. He's holed up at the Inn of the Giggling Donkey, someone's split-level house, doing double duty as a tavern. Night falls and we siege the inn. Elves block the stairs, furniture becomes barricades, and we break room by room until Jimmy starts his set. The Bard fight is a rhythm of buffs, debuffs, and lullabies that can literally put us to sleep if we miss a beat. We grind through the verses, counter his riffs, and topple the mic stand. By night's end, the stick is back in human hands.
The stick is ours! Yay!
Then the blue light hits the window. Visitors, yes, those visitors, pull us aboard in a beam that doesn't ask permission. We wake inside a cold ship where stainless steel meets bad intentions. The procedures are invasive.
Oh, can we try the big silver one again? Oh.
Through gritted teeth and guided by an unexpected ally, Randy Marsh, on a neighbouring table, we learn to reroute doors, time our escapes, and apply very focused dust in a very specific direction to distract our captors. Step by step, we sabotage the ship's systems. A core goes offline, alarms blare, and we tumble out over the town. The UFO ploughs into the mall, carving a crater and releasing a luminous green ooze into the sewers.
Get in there and cover it up. This could change everything.
By morning, a fenced-off site appears with a cheerful sign promising a fast food chain expansion. Construction workers in suits, cameras turned away, and a whole lot of nothing to see here. The game resumes on the surface, but something under town just woke up. Morning arrives with a fence, a logo, and a lie. Where a saucer carved the mall, a smiling sign declares a brand new taco project. Agents in hard hats wave clipboards, and the town nods along. Back at Cartman's camp, the game doesn't pause for construction. Cartman says the elves stole the stick in the night. He wants reinforcements and he wants them weird, the goth kids. To recruit them, we need to look the part, act the part, and absolutely refuse to conform. That means the trench coat, a cigarette, and a stance that says no to everything. A quick dance-off seals the vibe. They're almost in, if we can prove we're serious. Before we can bask in eyeliner approval, a detour. Elven runners corner us and haul us to Kyle's camp. Kyle stands under backyard pennants with Stan at his shoulder. His news flips the board. Cartman hid the stick. The theft was a bluff. Both sides want the goths, but Kyle offers something else. Access and a path to truth. To puncture the adult narrative, we head to the PTA. The goth test escalates into a stunt. Hold a sign that loudly refuses the town's Happy Meal excuse. While parents argue about zoning, Randy spots us and pulls us aside. He's got a stealth lesson that relies on a very directional breeze. With a well-aimed whoosh, we slip past eyes and ears. Armed with misdirection, we infiltrate the crash site. Inside the fake restaurant, the briefcases are real and the plan is worse. A recorder sits on a table, still rolling. On it, agents discuss the green ooze and a containment solution that levels entire blocks. The goo turns anything it touches into shuffling, arm-raised caricatures that snarl in a language nobody wants to hear at breakfast. One infected victim stumbles out of custody. The town calls it a rally. It spreads anyway. Back at the PTA, Randy listens, sort of. He didn't rewind far enough on the tape. He hears demolition, misses virus, and lands on Megataco as the motive. Still, it's proof of a cover story. He snaps a photo of us holding the sign. We've passed the goth's non-conformist test, even if the adults failed a listening one. We return to the smoke circle and present the evidence. The goth kids shrug at both factions but agree to show up for whoever takes the fight seriously. That sets the stage for a decision. Stand with Cartman's humans or Kyle's elves. Either way, the battlefront is South Park Elementary. Inside those halls, the game's rules become brackets around a school war. We march on the school. Lockers become barricades, posters become flags, and the janitor's cart is suddenly a siege engine. Corridor by corridor, we trade cardboard and foam for real bruises. Down one wing, we meet a duel of wind versus wind. Kyle, if he's our foe, fires up a leaf blower. Cartman, if he's our target, flicks a lighter at his own gas and calls it strategy. We've trained for this. With practiced control, we shape a countergust that bends their attack back at them. The hallway goes quiet, except for the hum of fluorescent lights. Meanwhile, something else is happening. The infection's out there, growing. But inside the school, the kids stay locked on their campaign. We push to the principal's office, where a final confrontation settles faction pride. Win or lose, the prize isn't on stage. Everyone searches for the stick's hiding place. The leaders order the goths to check the other leader's desk. There's one small hitch. School desks don't have drawers, no compartments, no stick. Just chalk scrawled along the edge of a tabletop. Check my locker. The name belongs to Clyde. Banished yesterday, missing today. We sprint to the lockers, crack his door, and find a laptop. The screen flickers to life with Clyde's pre-recorded confession. He took the stick when no one was looking and built his own faction out of every kid who liked wearing black. He also found that glowing green sauce and figured it made great recruits if you don't mind your army groaning in unison. Outside, the sky purples. We track Clyde to his house and find a backyard fortress jutting into the night. It's a stitched-together tower of boards, banners, and stolen floodlights. The defections are complete. Craig, once our heist specialist, now stands guard as a rival lieutenant. Emo kids, vamp kids, and rally types mill about below chanting their vowel-heavy anthem. We'll need every ally, but bedtime calls time out on the war. The siege halts because parents everywhere shouted, "Lights out." We head home, climb under covers, and plan to storm the tower at dawn. Except the night has other plans. In the dark, something small scrapes across the floorboards, drawers slide, tiny voices argue about quotas. Our blanket rustles as a hand, way too small to be ours, tugs at the waistband. The war outside pauses, but tonight a very small problem crawls right into our room, ready to become a very big one by morning. They're 3 inches tall, wearing pointy hats, and absolutely committed to underwear quotas. The underpants gnomes creep across the carpet, spot our drawer, and try to make off with the goods. We stir. They panic. A warlock mutters a spell and snaps us down to their size. What was a bedroom becomes a hazard course of lamp-cord bridges and dust bunny caves. Stakes are simple: survive the ambush and keep our wardrobe intact. We chase the gnomes along baseboards, duel on a shelf, and get flung toward the master bedroom. That's where the soundtrack changes. Our parents enter mid-whisper about why we moved here, because the government was sniffing around our gift for making friends fast. The conversation dissolves into together time. We navigate the bed like a battlefield, dodging moving obstacles while trading blows with the gnome warlock. Action peaks right on the comforter. The warlock throws spells. We counter with precision gusts. He finally yields, apologizes for the break-in, and offers shrinking powder as a peace treaty. He tries to explain the green stuff, then a poorly timed bounce ends his presentation. We black out under an accidental parental elbow. Cut to morning. Full-sized again, pockets now hold a permanent size change trick. Impact. The tiny form opens vents, crawl spaces, and, later, one very unconventional entrance. More important, the parent whispers confirm the adult plotline is watching us, not the stick. Day 3 opens with a call from Kyle. He's done pretending this is 2 kingdoms. Humans and elves parley on the lawn. Cartman snipes. Stan backs Kyle. Butters frets. Princess Kenny is quiet. The real enemy, Clyde's tower, his defectors, and the green source, needs numbers they don't have. So the plan shifts to specialists. Pirates, Starfleet kids, and crucially, the girls. Our job is the last group. The girls don't recruit on hearsay. They hand us a file, a rumour, and a condition. Prove who started it. The trail runs through a photo studio with a very wrong clerk, swiftly handled, and then to the clinic for records. Stakes rise because the site is also a containment point. We slip on a disguise, use our, let's say, delicate mini-game skills to assist Randy through a tense procedure, and pull files as alarms and shuffling problems escalate down the hall. Action turns chaotic. Tiny infected things burst in, backed by a larger, unpleasant boss. We win, but the documents are in French. The girls send us north. Crossing the border shifts tone and palette. Canada greets us in 16-bit overhead. The prince dispatches us to a bishop for an errand that ends with a moral choice and, either way, a translation. The culprit is Heidi Turner. She confesses, the girls accept our proof, and their army signs on. Impact. The alliance finally looks like an alliance. Back in town, the muster grows. Braids, eye patches, foam batleths, all lining up beneath shared banners. Kyle's orders are simple. Today, they climb the tower, crack Clyde's ranks, and end the game-turned-not game. We're handed one more mission before the charge. Keep that shrinking powder handy. We're going somewhere crowded where big problems can only be solved by thinking very, very small. The siege begins. Girls, pirates, and Starfleet kids flood Clyde's yard. Inside, we beat Craig's crew and send him packing. Then Randy bursts in with bad news. A compact device was planted somewhere impolite. Solution? Shrink down, ride with Mr. Slave, and defuse it. We navigate, disarm the bomb, Jimmy lends a steady rhythm, and eject to the throne room. Clyde plays his trump, a revived chef glazed in green sauce. We win. Clyde rage quits. Agents storm in, seize the stick, and reveal the real prize is our friend-making gift. Before they can use it, Princess Kenny flips sides, self-infects, and becomes an unstoppable boss until Cartman orders the unthinkable. We break the sacred rule with a well-aimed breeze. White flash. Kenny falls. The town clears. They shrug off apocalypse like recess drama and toss the stick into the pond. Want pure chronological lore runs and the sequel's full timeline? Subscribe and cue the next deep dive. What detail did we skip from your playthrough? Drop it below. We'll pin the best lore additions.